Hey! Thank you for checking out Space Chef Devlog number 2. In this episode, I will tell you how we came up with the idea of Space Chef and why we think it's a good idea to make a game about cooking aliens. I will also teach you how to make coffee with a banana. It's easier than you think. Okay, let's go! This is Space Chef, a game about surviving in space. And by surviving, I mean cooking delicious meals by fighting or befriending aliens and collecting juicy alien ingredients and growing them in your little space farm. So, I'm Nicholas and here's Tobias and we are Blue Goo Games. We're making a game in Unity called Space Chef, The Taste of Trouble. In this devlog series, some of the things we will look at is how to use Unity to create a flexible interaction system and how to make a character talk with juicy pop-up bubbles. Also, we will look at how we're creating an interesting UI to make the experience of growing and cooking food a pleasure. In this episode, I will answer the question that many people have asked. What the is Space Chef? What kind of game is it? If you think all this sounds interesting, take your finest banana and smack that subscribe button and keep watching. If you saw my first video, how to grow on Twitter as a game dev, you might have thought, hey, that's not a devlog, and maybe you're right. It didn't have any cinematic and dramatic clips of me making breakfast or doing push-ups or making coffee or anything like that. But still it showed what we did to grow Space Chef on Twitter, and I think too few devlogs show the marketing side of making games. So if you haven't seen the video and want more followers on Twitter, check it out. It's quite good actually. This will be a proper devlog where you will actually hear my thoughts about how we came up with Space Chef and how far we come in the first year. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna need some coffee. Question of the day. What gets you up in the morning? Coffee? Tea? Milk? Let me know in the comments below. That's some damn good coffee. When I was a kid, I used to play a lot of adventure games. And one of my favorites was Space Quest by Sierra Online. The humor was spot on and the feeling to be on an adventure in space was just incredible. So I wanted Space Chef to be a point-and-click adventure with lots of witty dialogue and puzzles. My partner in crime, Tobias, the second part of Blue Goo Games, plays a lot of survival and management games like Don't Starve, Raft, Ringworld, and wanted somehow to combine adventure with crafting and base management. So speaking of crafting, Stardew Valley is cool, and people seem to love farming games, and so do we. So why not make a farming game in space? However, one thing that Stardew Valley really wasn't focusing on was combat. So we wanted to make Space Chef into a top-down action game with really fun and engaging action. Something like Nuclear Throne or Enter the Gungeon, but not that crazy. And of course, space is huge and you need to travel between planets. And shooting pirates in space is cool. So we wanted to make a game with really intense space combat too. So maybe we get the problem. We were trying to mash all of these genres into one game. So after giving it some thought, we figured maybe we can have 5 genres, but not all 6. It was a bit sad to realize it. Point and click had to go. Writing a really good story, making trick puzzles, and at the same time giving the game replayability to keep it engaging for hours and hours just wasn't possible. So was it a waste of time? All these years playing Space Quest, King's Quest, Police Quest, and Leisure Suit Larry? Don't tell my mom. The atmospheres in those games and the writing still inspire us to have funny dialogue and characters. So we knew what kind of game we were making. But what kind of atmosphere would make it unique and interesting? We like the idea of space in the future, which isn't very high-tech or futuristic. So we came up with this idea with a kind of broken space, and giving it a touch of space western with isolated villages floating around in space. So since the game has farming and crafting and lets you make food, we thought, why not make the main character a chef? So that's how Space Chef was born. Right now we're working towards a demo to showcase all the things you can do in the game. It will be really interesting to hear which part of Space Chef you find most interesting. Base management and farming, or top-down action and space combat? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and keep making awesome games. I need your bananas.